The Video LUT Playbook. Packaging one color grade for Premiere, DaVinci, and Final Cut. Your cinematic look isn't done until it opens cleanly in every editor your buyers actually use. A LUT pack is not a look, it's software you're distributing to strangers, and strangers run wildly different rigs. One buyer is on Premiere Pro with an 8-bit H.264 timeline, another is grading raw footage in DaVinci Resolve, and a third just wants to drag a file into Final Cut Pro and see the same cinematic teal and orange you posted on Instagram. If your cube file only opens correctly in the app you personally use, you haven't shipped a product. You've shipped a refund request. This playbook treats a LUT like a plugin developer treats a build. Multiple export targets, a naming system that survives a folder of similar files, and a demo reel test you run before a single customer downloads anything. Why it works on my timeline isn't good enough. Most LUT creators build their look once, on one clip, and call it done. The problem shows up the moment a buyer applies that file to footage shot on a different camera profile or color space. A LUT is a fixed transform. It maps input color values to output values with no context about what came in. Apply a LUT built for Sony S-Log3 footage to a clip shot in Flat Rec. 709, and you'll get crushed shadows or blown-out skies that look nothing like your marketing reel. That's not a bug in Premiere or DaVinci, it's a mismatch between what the LUT expects and what the editor fed it. Entirely preventable if you package for it up front. The 3 exports every pack actually needs. You don't need 10 variants of every look. Just enough coverage that a buyer on any of the big 3 NLEs gets a result matching your preview. 3 exports per look, built from the same base grade but validated separately in each target app. The 65-point trap. Higher point count LUTs, 65-point versus 33-point, are smoother in theory. But some older Final Cut Pro and mobile LUT viewer apps only read 33-point cube files reliably. Ship 33-point as your default and offer 65-point as a labeled Pro bonus, not the only option. Naming that survives a customer's messy downloads folder. Picture the moment of use. A buyer downloads your zip into a folder with 4 other packs in it, and needs the right file at 11 p.m. before a deadline. If every LUT is named Look 1, Cube, Look 1 V2, Cube, and Look 1 Final, Cube, you've handed them a puzzle instead of a product. Use a structure that encodes look name, source profile, and version. For example, Golden Hour Rec 709 V3, Cube. Keep version numbers after launch. When you fix a Shadow Crush issue 6 months in, bump to V4 rather than overwriting V3, so buyers with the old file know a fix exists. Export standard rec. 709. Cube for Premiere and Final Cut. Export a logaware variant for at least S-Log3 and V-Log source. Include a Resolve-specific version or documented node preset. Name every file with look name profile version convention. Write a 1-page install PDF with screenshots for all 3 apps. Test each LUT on a bright exterior, a skin tone close-up, and a mixed lighting interior clip. Include 2-3 sample source clips so buyers can test before grading their own footage. Zip everything with a clear top-level folder, not a loose pile of files. The demo reel test. Prove it before you sell it. Before you list anything, run every LUT through the same 3-clip stress test. A bright exterior, blown highlights, a skin tone close-up, orange or magenta cast, and a mixed lighting interior, Shadow Crush banding. Apply each export variant in its target app and screen record the before and after. This isn't just quality control, those clips become your sales asset. A short comparison reel showing the same 3 shots transformed consistently across Premiere, Resolve, and Final Cut is far more convincing than a single graded still, because it proves what buyers actually worry about. Will this hold up on my footage, in my software? If you're still deciding what to sell alongside your LUTs, A paid tutorial walking through this exact test makes a strong companion product. A live example store like the one at a live example store shows how creators bundle a flagship download with a lower-priced add-on. A LUT that only looks right in the app you personally edit in isn't finished. It's a demo. Packaging the delivery, not just the file. Color grading is the craft. Delivery is the product experience, and buyers judge both. If the download link is buried in a manual email you send once a day, the transaction feels broken even though the grade is perfect. Every store.fan sale triggers an instant, automatic download link on screen, and by email the moment payment clears. No manual fulfillment, no buyer waiting overnight for a creator in another time zone to wake up. Apple Pay and Google Pay work automatically at checkout, so a buyer on set can grab your pack before their next setup is lit. That matters more for LUT packs than most digital products, since your buyer is often mid-project needing the file right now. If you haven't set this up, create your store, upload the zipped pack, and connect Stripe, or add a PayPal email so money lands directly in your account with no separate wallet to withdraw from later. Pricing and bundling without undercutting yourself. A single look sold alone is a hard sell at a premium price, because buyers can't tell if it's genuinely versatile until after they've paid. The stronger structure is a small pack, 3 to 5 complementary looks built around a theme: golden hour, moody interior, clean commercial, with the individual look also sold separately at a lower price for buyers who just want one. This gives price-sensitive buyers an entry point, and your best customers a reason to upgrade. Check the structure against your own pricing plan. Paid plans carry 0% platform fees, so the gap between a $12 single LUT and a $35 bundle goes straight to you, where this fits in your bigger storefront. A well-packaged LUT pack rarely stays a one-off sale. It's usually the entry point into a catalog. The free look that grows your email list, the mid-tier pack that pays the bills, and the premium bundle with a coaching call for buyers who want the full workflow. None of that compounding works if the first product someone downloads opens wrong in their editor. Get the export formats, naming, and demo test right once, and every future look inherits the same trust. For more on structuring a catalog that grows past the first sale, browse the blog. And if you hit a packaging question, contact support rather than guessing. Key takeaways. Export at least 3 formats per look. 33-point. Cube, a resolve-friendly variant, and a log2rec 709 version. Because one LUT rarely means the same math in every app. Bit depth and color space mismatches, log footage versus reckon 709 footage, other born cause of this looks nothing like the preview complaints. Not a bad grade. A consistent file naming convention, look name camera profile 1 cube, prevents support tickets from buyers who installed the wrong variant. Test every LUT against 3 source clips, a bright exterior, a skin tone close-up, and a mixed lighting interior before you ever list the product. Delivery has to be instant and automatic, or the product feels broken even when the grade is perfect. That's a packaging problem, not a color problem. Start your creator store free at store.fan.